Hello, I just want to make a video and talk about the similarities between acupuncture and magnet therapy. If you know much about acupuncture, then you could apply pretty much all that knowledge onto magnet therapy because it does involve the chi energy and regulating it and balancing it out. And that's what's important with health overall, is making sure that the balance of health is achieved. So the technique is similar when you have and slightly different, uh, but where you place the needles to achieve energy balance is the same place that you can place the magnets as well. Um, and also, there's the techniques where you can put magnets not so much at the site of problems with your health and still achieve health benefit. There are many websites that talk about how there is some evidence for acupuncture where the technique does work, and there's some websites that talk about the techniques on magnet therapy that say the same. It's because they're very similar. Have you ever heard of transcranial uh, magnetization? They use magnets on the head to alleviate problems up there with headaches and maybe fuzzy thinking. And it's just they use an electrical, you plug it in, turn it on, turn it off type of magnet. But your static magnets can do some effect to that. Magnets also are used on animals similar to acupuncture. There's veterinarians who practice acupuncture. There's many products sold on the equestrian market for racehorses and helping the horses get through injuries. And you're not going to get a placebo effect from that. Uh, and both techniques are used, acupuncture and magnet therapy. I have talked to chiropractors, I've talked to other acupuncturists about magnet therapy, and they say they've learned about it, and some put it into practice. Um, some are told that it is a viable, teachable in their colleges uh, discipline that's used to help people with their health issues. But some only have awareness of it. A lot of them still don't use it. Um, and for one, uh, like points on magnet therapy, it's say if you wanted to calm somebody down in acupuncture, you'd put a point right here between the eyes, and you can do that for magnet therapy. And I'm already feeling a little bit of the calm. It also goes the same with acupressure, where you put some pressure there, and I am, but it's also the magnet's force that's pushing on the point too. Uh, in acupuncture, kids are given magnet therapy in place of the needles if they're hesitant about using the needles, and that works. Uh, I received some magnets on my ears after I've had about 20 different acupuncture visits for a digestive disorder, and it helped. But on the site, when it happens, it's hard to schedule an appointment a week beforehand to alleviate the problem when I want to get the problem taken care of right at the moment. And it's nice to have some magnets like these little, say, discs, which I have bigger pads and stuff that you can apply right to the point at the very moment that it comes. And that's really convenient. And that's what is most important about the use of magnet therapy, is to be able to handle the problem when it arises on the spot, and and you can continue to go about your daily activities with the magnet in place if you have a good setup. It's sometimes not always easy to find a good place to set these wherever you may be hurting, like on your gut or something. Uh, there's you could try to tape them, but some people can get rashes if you leave that tape on too long. They just have to look into various techniques on how to keep the magnets in place. And that's and how I found out about magnets was with the ears. I was given after a treatment one day. I was given some extra magnets I could put on my ears, and I thought, this is neat. I wanted to learn more about it. They had just teeny tiny magnets, and I found through my experiences, the more magnets you put on, the better. This magnet necklace works, but I have two others that I put on at the same time, and you can notice that slight calming sensation that occurs when you put it on. It's in the necklace part. It's more for the brain. It feels with that circulation. If I put it on my foot, then it'd benefit my foot. And that's similar to what you have with acupuncture, but your body is a holistic system. There are points on your foot that can affect your head, so it's something to consider. There are also dangers of using acupuncture and magnet therapy, and I'm talking about them conjunctively. They're very similar, but people can rely on that type of treatment too much, and it's not a cure-all. And I believe that there's no herb out there, there's no drug out there that's going to cure all of your problems. It's just you have to get to the roots of the problem more so, but it can help a lot of ailments. That's what magnet therapy does. That's what in acupuncture, that's what they do. That's what they have done for me and many other people. I've had problems that come up with digestive again. I keep getting that, but a lot of times it may be a change in my diet. I may get a sickness, and the magnets can help alleviate some of that ill feeling, but it doesn't get to the roots of the problem. It could be a change in the diet, or maybe even a structural habits that you may have of bending over forward too much and misaligning the spinal column. You have to look at several things, and also in environments you have to look at several things. But magnets do work, but they're not a cure-all, just like acupuncture. So that's something to consider. They're both beneficial. There's something I'd seriously recommend looking into. Look into the neodymium, but also ferrite. I find has a different property. It's weaker, but I was just reading on the website today. They talked about how the neodymium is unique from all others. It's double the strength of a ferrite, and it's unique because of some kind of spinning electron that makes it unique and extra strong. And that makes the healing power different too, from what I've noticed. Sometimes when I use a neodymium, I don't feel an effect. It's maybe really slight, but then I pull it away, put on a ferrite, and the problem seems to reduce a little faster. And it's just personal notations here. But I just wanted to make I wanted to spread the word as best I can that acupuncture and magnet therapy are very similar. You'll find bed sheets made of magnets that a lot of people sell, bracelets and necklaces out there.